Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hello, everyone. It is February 5th, and today's episode is titled, All I Know Is That I Don't Know. And it was inspired by a quote from Dorothy West's The Richer, the Poorer. And if you are unfamiliar with Dorothy West, she was an American novelist and short story writer associated with the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s and 30s. She was one of the few black women writers to be published in major literary magazines back in the 1930s and 40s, and she explored themes of race, class, and gender in her work while paving the way for future generations of black writers. She is influential and inspiring, and her work is worth checking out if you haven't read any yet. All right, and here is the quote from The Richer, the Poorer. To know how much there is to know is the beginning of learning to live. And here is what I wrote from my reflection inspired by that quote. There is a galaxy of living creatures on your skin and in your gut. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, but you can't see them. You know nothing about them. There are approximately 7,000 languages spoken by the billions of humans on Earth, and you know one, maybe two, maybe three of them. There are around 158 million books in the world, and you'll read maybe 600 or 700, depending on how long you live and your veracity. It's estimated there are 1 septillion stars in the universe. That's 24 zeros, and each night, if your neck of the woods is without excessive light pollution, your small section of sky might reveal around 2,000 or so to the naked eye. You get the point. In your brief lifetime and with your limited perspective, there is just so much that you do not know and never will know. That is a good thing. We weren't meant to process and retain infinite knowledge. The amount of data produced every day, the amount of information pumped into our brains every second, every minute through our computers and phones is a curse in its own right. But to live is to learn, and to learn is to live. You need to learn. It's good for you. It's what humans do. We get curious about something, and we learn about it. But you also need to be selective about what you're consuming and learning. Block out the noise, because really, so much of it is just that. Find something worthwhile for you. Something that makes you happy and might do some good for the world and nature and for other people. Live your life so that the day you stop learning is the day that you die. And there ends today's reflection. So, in your journal, or on a napkin, or looking out the window, right now, outside my window, the trees are bare, the sky is glowing and gray, and the world is bright because of all the snow that fell recently. You can just think about this question. Ask yourself the following. What will I learn today that will bring joy to my life and or do good in the world? Because despite all of the bad things that you'll see on your phone, on the TV, on your computer, which are indeed bad, there are still good things happening all over the place. Good people, small actions, kindness, love, and remember that. And they all learned that from somewhere. So what will you learn to contribute to that? And if it is something cool, please do share it with me by leaving a comment on Instagram or YouTube at the Everyday Human channels on either of those places. And that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, February 6th, with another reflection. Have a good one and take care.